and welcome to NintenDormant, the podcast where we discuss Nintendo games that have been left on the shelf. I'm your host, George Banks, and I am joined, as always, by my resident guests, John Cartwright and Josh Goldie. John, Josh, hello.
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 Hello. Are we feeling better? You were poorly boys. Are we feeling better?
Yes.
Feeling a lot better. My hands taste sharply of lemons right now, though.
Okay. Did you?
Is that a sign of good health
for dinner, or?
That's the sign of getting better. I was making some lemonade, so I was squeezing some lemons like 10 minutes before we went live.
Nice.
Incredible. You were making lemonade for your stand outside your house for a bit of extra cash.
Trying to sell what you can, yeah.
The trials of being a voice actor.
Times have been hard.
I would love to drive past John's house and just see him with a little lemonade stand and a little pitcher. How much would now we're talking about this economy? How much would you charge for a lemonade? Because I, as much as I love you, John, I don't know if I'm stopping if it's not a reasonably priced beverage.
Well, let's talk ingredients. So we're using real lemons.
Okay,
right? I'm
real
squeezing
lemons.
them by hand.
Mm-hmm.
Sicilian lemons? Sicilian?
Sure. If that's where Morrison's got them from.
I think they're the best. I don't know. But there we go. Yes, go on.
Sure, yeah. We got lemons. We got sugar. And I'm using sparkling water.
Oh, fizzy lemon.
Okay.
So, in terms of ingredients, I'd say per glass of lemonade, we're talking, I don't know, like a pound.
You think? Hang on, no, wait. So, are you talking about the outlay cost of a pound, or are you talking about you're charging a pound for a glass of lemonade?
Yeah.
I think I'm charging a pound.
But that's reasonable, I'd say.
You think it's reasonable to pay a pound for Josh's for John's lemon, sugar, and sparkling water?
What's wrong with
It would
that?
probably cost about 8 pence. It's how
That's what lemonade
This
is.
isn't This isn't the 1980s anymore, George. Freddos are now like 30p. Lemonade.
That's outrageous.
Absolutely.
I would cap John's lemonade at 70 pence. There's no way I'd spend more than 70 pence.
It tastes pretty good, but flatter than I was hoping for.
Right. So
how
you're really selling it too. Great.
How big a glass are we talking, right? Like, this is a 2/3,
This is
right?
true.
So, are we getting a pint? We're getting a 2/3?
Oh, you're maxing that thing out. You're maxing it
overflowing with lemonade.
A pound for a pint. A pound for a
You're
pint of
spilling
lemonade.
it over the customer. That's how much you're getting.
Fantastic. So yes, welcome to NintenDormant, where we discuss Nintendo games. I feel like a lemonade segue. I want to talk. There's a couple of things I want to talk about this week. We've just had, and it's on our list to talk about. But we've just had some more Golden Sun music added to the Nintendo Music apps. Anybody listen to any of that yet?
I listened to all
about
of it,
the app?
actually. I tend to do
amazing.
that. I tend to do that with the Nintendo Music app. I'll wake up in the morning, see what's on there, and I'll just I'll just play this in the morning while I'm getting ready.
Yes, please.
Sometimes
Bang.
it lasts an hour, sometimes it lasts 2 minutes. You never know what you're getting.
The Golden Sun soundtrack is so good. It's still I think one of the key things about JRPGs is that the battle music has to be good, but it's also the intro to the battle music, right, which has to be just bang on. Do you guys remember the Golden Sun one off the top of your head?
Who can sing it first?
I can definitely sing it. I sing it all the time around the house, and it drives my wife mad. Can you do it, John?
I don't know if I can. Not beat for beat.
Yeah, my problem is I feel like I get it mixed up with the Mario Golf soundtracks. It's the same one.
They are similar.
Really close. No, it's not that.
I feel like that's Mario Golf.
That is the battle theme.
Oh.
That is the battle theme, but it's not the intro to the battle theme.
Oh, okay.
So every so often I'll just be walking around and then I'll go boogly 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 boogly, and then for no reason, and I can't remember if it does go all the way up or all the way down. I don't know if it's boogly 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 boogly.
And this is how your wife lives each day.
This is how she lives her. Feel bad for her. It's almost been a decade, and she's heard that song at least once a month, and also the Metroid just comes
It's just
out.
whenever you encounter her, you just play the Golden Sun intro.
Yes.
I like to imagine
My wife Emmy, before she stabbed me in the face.
You're both trying to sleep. It's pitch dark. You just hear boom, 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 boom.
I'm actually going red because that's really accurate. Let's move away from this topic. Let's move away. The other thing I want to talk about is Silk Song. So we were talking just before the show. Josh and I haven't touched it. John, you have had a little playthrough. You're only a couple of hours in, right? So do you have any sort of thoughts on the whole debate about, get good versus kind of scaling, or you're not really encountered that yet?
It's definitely harder than the first Hollow Knight. But it was first pitched as like an extra campaign.
Yeah.
Like, it was a Kickstarter
True.
goal originally.
Yep.
So I think it's okay. It's been a long time since the first Hollow Knight, but this is definitely meant for those who have played and loved the first game. So I think more of a challenge is fine. It might put some early players off, but I think it's okay. It's part of the progression.
Yeah, I think that's fair enough. I mean, I suppose the big thing for me is in an era when you sort of like scaling difficulty is a thing, and I think I listened to GVG's 100 Switch games list, and Prince of Persia is criminally low on that list. Was it 70s or 80s or something? Madness. But anyway, fantastic Metroidvania, and the thing I love is the amount of flexibility they give for scaling, right? If you want to just enjoy the story, do a little bit of light combat. If you want it to be really hard, make it really hard. And it feels like that probably could have been an easy fix, but maybe that's just not what Team Cherry wanted. Maybe they wanted something which is, more of a sort of achievement to get through.
It's a debate we've had in the industry since Demon's Souls, isn't it? Like, is difficulty intentional to the design? And I think sometimes it is. Sometimes the reward is overcoming something that you've slammed your head against a wall for hours, and then you finally achieve it, and that sense of reward can't really be matched by a difficulty slider. But is that worth coming at the expense of putting people off? I don't know.
And your sanity.
I think for me, it all depends on what your target audience is, right? Like, if it was a Mario game, I think having a difficulty where you're trying to slam your head against the wall is probably not a good, balance.
But interestingly, but then they don't have sliders. Now, I always think they pitch that really well, because I was thinking about the end of Mario Wonder, where you have to equip. You don't have to. You're forced to equip those different badges, and you've got the invisible one, right? Was the very final one. That's mean. It's mean, but it's balanced in such a way that you sort of it feels surmountable from the off.
Yeah.
Whereas I think sometimes you just think, I am never going to do this, and that doesn't change for a long time. I'm currently battling through Celeste. I'm determined to get through Celeste before I start Silk Song. But it is true, there's no scaling on that, and there was a puzzle. I probably died on it 150 times, but I felt myself edging, and when I did it, it does feel amazing. It just feels amazing to achieve it. And I think that's probably what they're going for.
I'm afraid the soundbite, I found myself edging is going to be taken out of context horrifically.
I want to be abundantly clear that I was talking about computer games, and before I start blushing again, we're going to play another little game right now. Yes, it's time for the NintenDormant Quickfire Quiz. 2 rounds, fastest finger first, followed by player pass for double points. And as always, John and Josh will pick their buzzers. Who is going first this week, guys? Have either of you got one right off the bat?
Yeah!
Go on, what have you got for me?
I want a Dalek from the 1970s saying exterminate. It's a different sound to what they do in the modern day.
True. It's the little microphone, isn't it, with the like sound.
Yeah.
Will our video get pulled from YouTube?
BBC are little ruffians. I did like an hour-long Doctor Who retrospective on video games, and they claimed it because they used like a 2-second clip from one episode.
Oh, really?
Is that true?
Yeah, so the BBC they get all the money for that video.
Wow, you didn't just cut that 2-second clip out? I think I probably would have had
It's too late.
It's published. It's gone. Can I? Shall we put it? What about if I say it as best as I can? I mean, if you can give us a Dalek, because then we're in the clear as best as you can. I think that'd probably be preferable.
Yeah, I can't. Okay, how does a 1970s Dalek sound? Because a modern one's like exterminate, but one from them would be like exterminate.
All right, there we go. Yeah, I would have said I've not seen 1970s Doctor Who
for a very long
You
time.
haven't seen 1970s Doctor Who?
No, funnily enough.
I must sit down with my collection and get through it. Right, that was. I'm sure that was a bang-on 1970s Dalek.
Sure.
My father-in-law would be able to verify it, so I'll run it by him. Josh, what are you going to give with us? What are you going to give with us? What are you going to give to us this week?
Well, I was going to stay on theme for this week, because something we've not discussed is that we're not.
Before you say your buzzer, though, I cannot stress this enough. Please don't say anything about the games, because this quiz is paper thin.
He's trying to do all kinds of ways.
Please, I've got nothing. I've got no questions in the tank.
Well, what I was gonna say is that, like, this, like, you know, with the reason we're doing this episode today for this one is because it's Mario's 40th anniversary. So
Are we having a happy birthday?
I was just gonna keep it simple and say let's go. Do something really basic.
Yep. Love it.
If alternatively, Nintendo hasn't actually shown off what they're doing yet for Mario's 40th anniversary.
I know.
It's probably
We
going to
didn't even
be
talk about that.
it's probably going to be in like a Nintendo Direct that happens between this episode's recording and this episode going live.
Probably Mario Brothers, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
So if Nintendo has a 40th anniversary thing and it has a unique soundbite in it, I want that.
We will splice that in.
Yes.
I will let you know on Tuesday when I'm panicking about releasing the episode on Wednesday. Thank you. We have our buzzers. Are you guys ready? We've got Joshio and Shannon taking part in the quiz this week. I think I know who's who. So fingers
Shannon.
on buzzers, please. You are. Yep. Brilliant. Here we go. Right, fingers on buzzers. Question 1. Mario Bros. Takes place on a single screen flanked by enemy spewing warp pipes. But what is often set in the centre of the
go.
screen? Oh, it's Josh.
It's a POW block.
It's the classic POW block. Of course it is.
Debuted in this game.
It did. Underrated, the POW block. It doesn't come up that often in Mario, and I love the POW block.
Wait, I mean, it's an. Oh no, it was an item in Mario Kart, isn't it? It was an item
it's not
in Wii. Was it
8?
Was it? Is it?
Yeah.
An 8?
It's in 3D World quite a bit.
Yeah.
Sometimes
That's true.
There's like blocks, and you hit the power block, and it just makes an
Yeah.
eruption of other blocks.
I absolutely adore the POW block in Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
So good. Especially when you grab it, throw it, and actually smack somebody, it's the best.
Yeah.
Quick segue. Are you guys items on or items off for Smash Brothers?
Depends on the mood.
Yeah. Usually items on. Like I prefer to play with items and hazards, but I can have a itemless, hazardless.
Yeah.
Like,
when I play online
competitive
against
mode.
randoms, I tend to be items off, but if I'm with friends, I think primarily items on.
Yeah.
Same. We had a rule in our uni house that if you from this game, if you kill a Mr. Freezy, so if you accidentally break a Mr. Freezy, you had to commit suicide. You basically had to give up one of your stocks. If you
Everyone stops
the rule
and
was if
mourns.
you take out, I'm not kidding. If you took out a Mr. Freezy, it was just automatic. We didn't question it. It was just and you just run and plummet to your death.
Are you
off
the only one of
stage.
your friends still alive? Like
No, yeah. In the game.
In the game.
But yeah, and we also did was it the Dragoon from
Kirby. Air Ride.
Kirby, the 3-piece
Yeah.
one. We used to say my friends were very honourable and they used to do it off to the corner because they said, it's just cheating. But I would just dive in and kill them. I didn't care about that. The Freezy rule. I observed the Freezy rule though. So yes, great respect for Mr. Freezy in our house. Question 2. Here we go.
Oh.
Which enemy debuted in Mario Brothers, has featured in every iteration of the game, made a comeback as an enemy in Super Mario 3D World, and has finally become playable in Mario Kart World? Oh, Josh is right in there.
It's a Shell Creeper. Not Shell Creeper, no. Sides.
It's not. No. John, do you know?
So they came back in 3D World. I don't know if I've got the specific name. Is it the crab? No, the lobster things? The crab
Yes,
lobsters?
but what's his name? I
don't
want his
know.
name. I want his canon name.
Pinchy.
Josh, do you know it?
Sidestepper.
It's
Of course it's Sidestepper. Yeah.
Yeah. It's Sidestepper. Oh, Josh, the agony on Josh's face there was.
There's only 3 blooming enemies in that game.
Yeah, a 1 in 3 chance. But I quite like Pinchy. I think Pinchy's a good name, but no, Sidestep. I'm afraid I can't give that to you, John, because I think, especially because Josh was so devastated, I would just not back. So still 1-0 to Josh. Question 3, fingers on buzzers. Here we go. Mario Bros features a few enemies, including a fireball that traverses the stage. But what enemy replaces this in Mario All-Stars?
Go. He's so fast.
Gosh, again, he's so fast.
It's Boo.
It's Boo,
It's
little floaty boy Boo. Yes, although I seem to, it's strange. It's one of those, I can't remember what the term for it is. You know, when everybody swears that something happened, but it didn't
Berenstein
happen.
Bear
there's a term for
effect?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. And I swear, I played a lot of Mario All-Stars growing up, and I was sure that there were fireballs and boos, and not just fireballs.
Yeah,
But I think
I'm feeling the same. Like I feel like the
Yeah.
fireball was still there in All Stars.
Little green one.
Yeah, a green one and a
like,
red one.
goes along.
And
Yeah,
then,
and Boo's.
And I know Boo shows up. I'm trying to think if maybe Boo replaces it in the Game Boy Advance version.
I was reading that it's in that one, but possibly it is the Game Boy Advance.
I don't think I remember Boo in the GBA version.
No, I don't. But do I remember him in the SNES? We have not done good research.
I know he's definitely there because I remember him being in the game. I just don't remember which version of the game it was. It's definitely not the
Yes.
NES one, but other than that, I can't
I'm
remember which
recording on my
version.
phone, otherwise I'd double check the wiki. But it's definitely in an All Stars version. Boo is definitely there instead of Fireballs. I just can't remember if he's there as well as Fireballs. If you know, let us know. Question 4 then, 2-0 to Josh. Fingers and buzzers. Here we go. The Virtual Boy. He gave us a new entry in the Mario Brothers series with 3D mechanics and a visually striking opening cutscene. But what vehicle can be seen loading enemies into the
Exterminate.
Clash Tower? Shannon.
It's a blimp.
It's a blimp. Yes, it's a blimp. Very nice.
Yeah.
Do you remember what's on the side of the blimp?
No.
It's just a big generic skull. It's not very interesting. I just always remember it for some reason. Yes, I love the opening. I mean, we've had a chat about it before, John. Obviously, you borrowed my Virtual Boy. You've played Mario Clash. And Josh, remind me, you've not played it.
No,
properly,
I've
have you,
never
on a
played
Virtual
Mario
Boy?
Clash. Like,
He doesn't know about the blimp.
no, I didn't know about the blimp.
I will say it's well worth playing.
Yeah,
It's actually
I mean,
a
I'd
very
like
good,
to play.
very
I'd
cool
like to
iteration.
play the Virtual Boy properly. I've only played it for like a few seconds in a shop.
Maybe I
Playing
should just lend
Wario
it to
Land.
you and
Just
then
give
you
it.
can
I was going
venture
to say,
back
it's,
to
we've been
Pass
saying
it
like,
around.
I'll get it soon. Just give it to Josh. Give it to Josh. You can have it for another 6 months, and then I'll take it back. It's fine.
I think that there's a lot of stuff that was blown out of proportion in the early days of YouTube. A lot of like legitimately good things, and you get one reviewer who's like, it's the worst thing in the world, and then that becomes everyone's opinion after that.
I mean, look at the reputation Star Fox Adventure had for like a decade and a half.
It's all right. Like, don't get me wrong. It's not my favourite Star Fox, but it's a decent game in there.
Like,
Yeah.
I enjoyed
Mario
it growing
Clash.
up.
Josh, you're gonna borrow my Virtual Boy, and you're going to enjoy Mario
you're
Clash.
gonna love it.
You've got no choice. It's a fantastic. It's an underrated console, and it is a fantastic iteration of that game. Question 5. Fingers and buzzers. Here we go. Mario Bros. Is a rare example of a first-party Nintendo title adventuring onto non-Nintendo home consoles, but can you name 2 that it was ported to?
Exterminate.
Ooh, Shannon's in there. Shannon, what have you got for me?
Atari 2600.
Correct. That's one.
Atari 7800.
Yeah, there we go. maybe could have spiced it up with a bit of variety, but I didn't want to say like name 5, and then you go, that's mad, that's not fair. Yes. Can you carry on, John? Can you name any more?
Commodore 64.
Any more?
The Intellivision.
I haven't got that on my list, but
Then that's
possibly.
probably not true, is it?
I don't know if I've got all of them. I've got like the ColecoVision.
Yeah,
clearly know what
ColecoVision.
that is.
Yeah.
ZX Spectrum. I think it's on Amstrad.
Whatever
seemed
that
to be
is.
It was on
everywhere.
everything back
I
then.
guess
Yeah,
so.
and a bunch of PC stuff. It's mad. Have you guys played any of the other versions or not?
No.
Yeah. I've got the Atari 2600 version within Grasp.
Oh wow.
No, you don't.
I knew someone. I knew someone who had the Atari.
Within Grasp.
Oh wow.
There it is.
Okay, I'm going to borrow that. If that's okay.
Of course,
It's
of course.
absolutely incredible. I don't think have I ever played an Atari 2600? I don't think I have.
I don't know which Atari I've played now.
Hey, borrow mine. Yeah?
Yay. I've got a
We'll
link
make it happen.
somewhere. I've got a link knocking about somewhere, but I don't know if I've got any games for it, and I don't know if I have enough batteries to power
Well,
it.
I've got Batman Returns for the links, and I don't have a links. So what? We can I'll get the links, you'll get the game.
We have to just converge. The three of us have to converge at some point, and just I'll just bring a small trailer of consoles and things with me.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Maybe we should go into a business and open a museum. This is a conversation for another day. It's 2 points each, which is my worst nightmare because I did not have anything else planned. So This is the tiebreaker question. See who goes first for play or pass. So fingers on buzzers. I think I got one. So I'm edging it. So we mentioned about a few enemies debuting in Mario Bros.
Yes.
What is the name of the enemy who hops?
Let's go.
Oh, it's Joshio.
Yeah, it's the fighter fly.
It's the fighter fly.
I was going to say Buzzy McGee. So I'm glad that you
Would have been good. Would have liked it. Pinchy and Buzzy McGee, those classic Mario enemies. I feel like Fighter Fly's made a comeback in a recent Mario and Luigi game.
It wasn't a recent one. It's like the first
Or
Mario
Paper Mario?
first Mario and Luigi game.
Was it?
Yeah.
That's mad because they've only, as far as I'm aware, I think they've only really turned up in Mario Bros. And not much.
Yeah,
else.
they haven't.
It's not like
a lot.
the sidesteppers are kind of weirdly synonymous with the game, and they appear a lot in things.
Yeah.
Like, even if they're not interactable, they're hazards in Mario Kart or Smash Brothers and stuff. But Fighter Fly's sadly forgotten. I mean, not very interesting, if we're being honest, though.
If you want to be super specific, Shell Creeper hasn't come back because they replaced it with
Yes,
Koopa
true.
Trooper.
Coopers. They're not the same thing as Coopers.
No, sub-series.
You have very possibly answered a question. No, you haven't. Okay. It's fine. It's in the history section. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not
We've
worried.
got to
about it.
just mute him during the
I know.
No, he's not answered
Until I
time.
press the buzzer.
Damn it, Josh. Stop it. Stop it. Right, Josh, this is your question. Play or pass.
Okay.
Here we go. Double points. All
I don't
right.
have to hit the buzzer anymore.
So, Mario Bros. Consists of phases, moving you on to the next one after enough points have been collected. But how many phases were there in total in the original game? Were there A, 32, B, 72, or C, 99? You can play or pass. We don't often get passes. I like it when we get a pass. We don't often get passes.
It was a
John.
confident pass too.
It was a flat out. I don't know this, and I don't think John does either. Right, come on. Have you got an inkling?
No. 32 seems too small, but
It's a NES game.
Yeah, I'll say 32.
It's 99. Josh gets the point.
It's
I'm
99.
afraid.
You were almost agreeing with me there.
I know.
Set you
Those
up to
words
knock
passed
you
my lips,
down.
and I thought, well, I'm a like, I've just purposely steered John wrong. It's 99, and then it loops. And I think I read the highest score you can get is 999,099.
Interesting.
I think.
Whoa.
It probably crashes after that, I guess. But yes, 99 stages in the original. I feel like Clash maybe has the same, or maybe I'm getting it mixed up with Cat Trap. Not sure. But yes, 99 stages, phases before you get to the end. John, this is your one then. Play or pass. So, there are a few ways that Mario can bite the dust in the original, each with a sprite to correspond with this. But how many death sprites are there in total? Are there 3, 4, or 5?
How many death sprites?
Unique sprites to his death.
Okay, and we're not counting like Luigi's sprites as well.
No. I think I didn't double check this, but I imagine Luigi probably just has the same sprites
Reskin
in a
colour,
different
yeah.
color. Yeah. So we're just counting like the individual sprites.
Okay, and this is purely the arcade /
NES, yes, we're not.
NES.
I don't know what the ColecoVision did.
Well, I was more thinking GBA is going to be more fleshed out, right? But
Oh yeah, but I don't have 40 hours to go through every port to check the sprites.
All right. So, what I'm thinking, there's a sprite for when he gets burned, because he goes like red.
All right.
There's a sprite for running out of time. I think. There's a sprite for jumping on an enemy. That's 3. That's all I can think about. There aren't more deaths than that, are there? Because I think jumping on all types of enemy give you the same sprite. I think. So I'm going to say 3.
You've got it right, and you've got it wrong at the same time, which is very commendable. So, well, Josh, would you have said 3?
I was trying to go through it in my head. I know John's missed being frozen.
Frozen.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
That's
Okay.
Freezy. I'm now trying to think which one is the wrong one. Unless just being burnt isn't actually one. It's the same sprite as being hit by...
No, it is.
Oh, it
So
is.
Is it running out of time?
Yeah, it's just. I think it's just a generic like death, like enemy hitting any enemy or running out of time, just like, and then you go.
Yeah, you run out of time, Mario just dies of old age.
That's so good. like a Mortal Kombat style fatality where he just sort of goes, oh, and it's like.
I don't think I've seen a game do that before. It's quite a good idea.
God damn it!
Bank it for later.
I'll cut out the podcast. Yes, 2 points to you, John. Even though you fundamentally did not know the answer, you scooped up those points. Well done, Josh. Here you go. Question 3: play or pass. Mario Clash and Luigi Bros are the latest iterations of the series, but can you name the 2 loose sequels developed by Hudson Soft for other platforms? So is it A, Mario Bros Punch Ball and Mario Bros Special, B, Mario Bros Special and Mario Bros Hammer, or C, Mario Bros Hammer and Mario Bros Punch Ball? Josh was about to answer that before I even gave him multiple choice.
No, I wasn't, actually. I'm glad you gave me multiple choice. It's the first one, though. Punch Ball and Special.
It is.
Like,
saying Mario Bros over and over again is really hard. By the way. It is.
I remembered, because I know Punch Ball's the really, really weird one.
So weird.
But I couldn't remember what it's called.
He's got a dodgeball.
Yeah.
It's just weird. He's got a little red ball, and the stage is set up differently, right? You've got the pipes at the top, and then you've got one singular pipe in the middle and the bottom, which you die if you fall down, and the enemies go in there instead, and then like get recirculated into the top.
But
you have a ball.
It's the backstory of that game that they set up is the weirdest part of it, because Mario and Luigi are like Neanderthals who are too stupid to do anything, and that's why they use the ball to kill people with. Because they don't know how... Because they're just, like, described as being, like, dumber than cavemen, and they just throw the ball at me. It's really
incredible. And
weird.
Nintendo's like, our treasured properties, just make them dumb as cavemen. All good.
It's a really bizarre game, it's Punch Ball.
Do you know Mario Bros Special?
I do. I remember the name rang a bell. That's why I was like, that's the one. Isn't it just more weird. Mario Bros, basically?
Kind of. It's like kind of like you go vertically up, and you kind of have to. The platforms can move. You have to jump. It's kind of like Ice Climbers on a single screen with Mario Bros and the enemies, and you get like there's Donkey Kong things like the hammer and stuff like that.
Yes, there is the
like
hammer.
John has it in his hands right now.
Well, I've got another game in my hand right now. I'm not going to reveal it though because it might be part of the quiz.
Oh well, we'll find out, and then after the next question,
almost definitely, it's not. I know that it's not. It's definitely not.
So this then.
Oh, bullet closer. Mario Bros. What is that?
That's the PAL Mario Bros.
It's a sub version. So we had on NES on the NES. Everyone got standard Mario Brothers, right?
Yes.
In some parts of Europe, this is from Italy, I believe. I think Spain maybe got it as well. We didn't get it in the UK, to my knowledge.
Yep. Sure.
This is a revision of Mario Brothers where the controls are completely redone. It's based off a limited Famicom Disk System version that got ported back into some European countries, but it's got all the arcade animations, so including the intro to each level, and it just controls completely differently. So it feels more like the GBA game, but with the NES visuals.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's like one of the last NES games they released, right?
Yeah. It was like 90. It's in Super Nintendo's, right? It's like 1994 or something.
It's like crazy late.
Oh my god!
Yeah, crazy late game.
That's incredible.
Which is probably why they didn't release it in America or here.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, you have that. You take that as mine. That's okay. Another game that I have to play. Can we go? We need to meet up. Let's
just want to play. You do want to play all 40 versions of Mario Bros.
There is a. I mean, I'm not going to lie, Josh. There is a very small part of me that wants to get each one of these consoles and each of these versions. And why? I don't want them, and I'll never play them. But I want them all the same.
Play them all
John,
at the same time.
You are on 4 points. Josh is on 5, so you have to get this one to seal the quiz. Are you ready?
You could pass it.
I think you might. I feel like you're going to know this one.
Don't put too much pressure on me.
There's pressure. So, Mario Brothers.
Do you know it?
What's your answer? Oh man, I did such nice build-up. Fluffed. Right, here we go. Mario Bros. Is playable as part of the Super Mario Bros. Ports to the GBA and features 4-player action in some versions. Players 3 and 4 can play as Mario during this, but what colour jerseys do they wear? So,
Okay,
is it
I
A,
think I know this without multiple choice.
do you want the multiple choice, or are you going to
No,
showboat?
I don't want multiple choice.
Give it to me. Go on.
I'll talk you through all the characters. So, player 1, standard Mario, red and blue. Player 2, it's Luigi kinda, but his overalls are like purple rather than blue. He's a little weirdo guy.
Okay.
And you'd think the yellow guy, you'd think he'd represent Wario, but he doesn't. He wears yellow, but he's got like a beige overall. And then the last one has blue, and I think he's got like beige as well.
It's Blueio.
Blue. That's it.
Very good. Blueio. He just blew himself. Yes, well done, John. 2 points. Yes, they got weird tan overalls, and then in the Wii U port, they changed to purple overalls for yellow and black for blue, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah.
In the
weird.
Wii U port. Wait.
In the Virtual Console version,
Yes,
I think they
yeah.
changed it a little bit for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice because they wear the tan overalls as well. Are super weird.
Yeah.
They're just they look so off-brand.
Yeah.
It's really weird. But yes, that's yes, well done. Right
Yeah.
off the bat, I told you knew that one.
I experienced this via NSO for the first time because I had so many versions of Mario Advance and knew so many friends with Mario Advance, but for some reason I never thought about linking them together. So playing online was just like super cool because that version's actually way better multiplayer than I ever knew. Yeah.
It's very, very good. Well, with that, I was going to say resounding answer. I don't think that makes any sense. With that answer, that gives you 6 points to Josh's 5. So well done, John. You are this week's winner. Of
I am the blue Mario brother.
Congratulations.
Yes, you are Blue Mario, Blueio. Well done, Shannon. You've earned it. Let's move on to the main event. So yes, the series we are talking about this week is the Mario Bros. Series, not to be confused with the Super Mario Bros. Series. A quick history lesson for those who don't know. Mario Bros. Is an arcade classic and is considered by some to be the first true entry in the Mario Bros. Franchise. Released as an arcade unit by Nintendo way back in 1983 before being ported to the NES, Mario Bros. Introduced some core mechanics still around today. Spinning coins to collect turtles that can be flipped and kicked, though they're not Koopas here, they are shell creepers. And of course, the iconic warp pipes. Each phase sees Mario or Luigi on a single wraparound screen, and you progress by wiping out all enemies on that phase by flipping them up from underneath, or using the power block and then kicking them away. Hudson Soft developed 2 strange loose sequels to Mario Bros. In the mid-80s, Mario Bros. Punch Ball, which saw similar gameplay but with Mario effectively equipped with a dodgeball, and Mario Bros. Special, which was more of a single-screen vertical platformer, a bit like Ice Climbers, with iconic items from Donkey Kong, like the hammer, thrown into the mix. The first true sequel was Mario Clash for the Virtual Boy, which took the game into 3D by introducing a Y-axis to throw enemies across, and in the year of Luigi, the Mean Green Machine got his own reskin of the game too. A truly iconic game, this simple but addictive loop is still fun to play today and is currently available on NSO and Arcade Archives on the Switch. So yes, let's talk a little bit about our sort of history with the game. We've all played it, we all love it, we all know it. Josh, do you remember the sort of your first experience with Mario Bros? Or is it something that always feels like it's been around?
Before I do that, I want to throw in a quick bonus question for the quiz because it didn't come up in the quiz, and I wondered if it would.
Hang on. Shall I set the buzzer?
Do you want to set the buzzer? Do you want to do it?
Set
set
the
the buzzer.
buzzer.
All right, set the buzzer.
All right.
All right.
What's George's buzzer going to be?
Yeah, what's your buzzer going to be, George?
I mean, have to find another buzzer. I'm just going to let you guys. No, okay. My buzzer is going to be a boo cackle. We've not had a boo cackle,
Okay.
and I like a boo cackle. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, fingers on
All right,
buzzers.
fingers on buzzers. What was the first system that Mario Bros. Appeared on?
Ooh, nobody's buzzed. Are you talking about? You're not talking arcade, obviously. You're talking home system.
I'm
right?
talking. What is the first Mario Bros. Game?
This feels like a trick question.
It does feel like a trick, and I don't like it. Okay.
Oh, go on, George
I've
buzzed in.
Some sort of Japanese PC.
I'm afraid not. Afraid not. John, do you know?
It's going to be really underwhelming if you just say arcade.
I promise you
I was
it's
thinking
not
that.
arcade, otherwise
okay.
this wouldn't be a question.
I was thinking, like, is it Famicom? Is it somehow Famicom first? That can't be right. What is it?
Go on, John, do you know?
I'll just throw out Commodore 64.
No. The answer is Game & Watch. Mario Bros. On the Game & Watch debuted in March of 1983, and the arcade game didn't come out until June of 1983.
Oh my god,
That's interesting.
mad.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty confident that the arcade game was being developed first, and the Game Boy and the Game & Watch game, came just happened to release first. But
have you seen it? Do you know?
It's in the Game &
same
Watch.
sort of
It's in the
thing?
Game & Watch collection. No, it's a completely different type of game. It's Mario passes pies or something through from one side, so it's a fold-out one. It's a fold-out one like
Classic
that.
Mario Bros.
And Mario's on one screen, and then Luigi's on the other screen. And then Mario has to grab
Wait,
pies.
is that why there's a pie level? Is that why there's a pie level in the arcade version?
Incredible.
And then they pass it across
Absolutely
from each
incredible.
other, and then they got to fill up the delivery truck at the top.
Josh, I hate to break it to you. I don't think this is Mario Bros. I think they just used the name. I think if you put this in someone's hands, they go, "What is this?"
They're always making pies. There's Mario.
I mean, it's technically the very first game in the Super Mario series ever.
Yeah,
It's the first game where, without Donkey Kong, where Mario's the star. The debut of Luigi is this game.
that is,
And it's called Mario Bros. So,
And I am ashamed of myself that did not come up in my research. Thank you, Josh, for that valuable research. 0 points to me and John. Okay, so I'm assuming that wasn't your first foray with
I
this
mean, unless
franchise,
you
I
count the Game & Watch gallery Mario Bros, in which case maybe.
Is it actually?
Yeah, it's in Game & Watch Gallery 3 and 4. My first... Super Mario All-Stars is my first ever game that I experienced. It's almost certainly is my first ever experience of Mario Bros.
I feel like it's been a while now, but isn't it you go back on the first screen of Mario Brothers 3 and you access it from there?
Because if I recall, I think the original Super Mario Bros. 3 also had Mario Bros. included.
It wouldn't surprise me.
So that's why
It
it's also
did.
here,
It did for sure.
So it was just that would have been my first experience of Mario Bros. And then I guess the Game Boy Advance games after that, and so on.
How
and so
about you,
forth.
John?
My first experience was the GBA game. My first one was the first Mario Advance. But I got all the Mario Advance games. So I've spoken about my history a bit in the past. The GBA was kind of my way to experience a lot of Super Nintendo and NES remasters before going back to them on Virtual Console. But yeah, I used to play... I think I probably played Mario Brothers more than the actual core Mario Advance games. Because they're just so pick up and play. Like you're in the back of a car, your dad's driving you somewhere, you just play a bit of Mario Brothers to pass the time. It's the perfect roguelike without there being any rogue elements.
It's mad, isn't it? Because I do think it's a very simple loop, but it's just that classic sort of early NES, and some of the, some games nailed it with this and some did not. But it really does. It's just enemies come out, and because there is a sort of slightly random nature to it, it is a bit different each time you play it. You've got that pressure. If you flip up an enemy from underneath and you don't kick them away in time, they flip back, and often they turn a different color, and then they get super mad and run really quick. I remember that sort of pressure amping up as a kid, and I think so. My first experience was All Stars as well, and I think you could play it in versus on All Stars, or was it only co-op? Do you remember, Josh?
I think it's versus. I think there's versus.
There's versus. Yeah, it feels like there's versus on there. So just taking that on with two people was great, and I still feel the fear of the blue sidesteppers when they sort of just absolutely caning across the screen. They're horrendous. So yeah, it's a funny one because it's just been around. It's just always been around and always kind of popped up on the NES, on the SNES, on the Game Boy Advance, on virtual consoles, just anywhere, because it's their sort of dinky little iconic Mario game. Let's talk a bit about the Game Boy Advance ports, John, because I feel like it's maybe on every single Super Mario port on the GBA.
Yeah, I think that the point of that was every version could connect to each other, which is something my tiny child brain didn't connect.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. It was in like Mario and Luigi. It was in like every Mario Advance game. And if your friend had Mario Advance 2, but you've got Mario Advance 4, you could still connect them together and play either co-op or competitive. And
It's really cool.
I only discovered this in the NSO age. I didn't know Bowser was in this game.
Yeah.
I was about to say, yes, can you
Yeah.
tell me who makes a startling cameo on the GBA?
Yeah, so you're playing versus against each other. First few levels, it's just like try and get more enemies than the other players, try and KO them if you want to, which is a lot of fun on the ice levels because you're slipping and sliding around,
Yes,
pushing each other
fantastic.
about. And then you get like to level 5 or something and just flipping Bowser's in the center, like blowing fire. And,
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And you can't defeat him. I don't think even I don't know if
think
the
you
power
can.
block's even there, but you just have to avoid him basically, which
Yeah.
is weirdly always more terrifying than sort of engaging with an enemy when it's like the Emmy in Metroid, right? It's just you can't
Very
touch
much.
this, run away from this is always more scary. I think the thing for me with that as well is, and we talked obviously about the sort of slightly off sprites for players 3 and 4 on that, but because my first experience was on the SNES, and actually with all the 3 original sort of Super Mario Brothers games, I always associate the All Stars art style with those games, so I always feel just slightly disappointed when I play the authentic sort of NES versions and I see this, hang on, he's this. We broke the statue. I see this little fella running around, and I just think,
Who are you?
who is this? who are you? They're just super weird. I mean, I love them. I love how off-brand they look, and yet they are unmistakably Mario and Luigi at the same time. But yeah, when you think of this game in your head, I assume you sort of picture the SNES style, right, as opposed to the kind of NES art style.
Yeah, I think Smash Brothers and its Mario Bros stage
Drink.
has
yeah.
influenced my perspective a bit, because that uses predominantly the NES style. So whenever I think of
that's
Mario
true.
Bros, it's the jet black background and the blue stuff. But so I think my perception has been altered over the course, because I'm not actually sure I've even played the NES version of Mario Bros, to be honest.
Yeah, well, we were saying, were we still recording when you mentioned the cartridge? I think we were, John. You were saying, it wasn't actually really released over here. I think for most people in the UK, the first opportunity you had to play it probably was on the All Stars cartridge.
But the original NES did one release over. It's the weird upgraded better version.
Yeah, so we did get both. We did get
yeah.
both.
Right,
yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, I think you're right, though. I grew up with the GBA one, but when I think about Mario Brothers, I definitely think about solid black backgrounds. It's just a very distinct style. And it's something they've continued specifically in Smash.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about the stage in Smash. Is there a... No, there's not. I was wondering if there's a variant that has the pipe going down in the middle, sort of referencing Mario Punch Ball. But I don't think
they're going to be referencing Mario Punch Ball anytime soon.
No pies either, unfortunately.
I know. I mean, spoiler alert. My pitch does. But yes, it's a sort of it's weird, isn't it? It's only really because the Luigi Brothers one is just a reskin, right? I can't think of anything major that was different in that game.
There's
And
no
they didn't even have the
Mario.
upgrades of like Bowser and stuff. No, I mean that's basically it. John, you're the Year of Luigi expert. Do you remember anything sort of different about that one, or not really?
No.
No. Succinct. So, you think about this game that's been around forever, but really, if you're not counting Punch Ball and Special, and let's be honest, we shouldn't, it has really only had 2 entries. So, it's got the sort of classic Mario Bros. One, and then Mario Clash. And Mario Clash is legitimately a fantastic game.
It's
like
great.
It's really, really good. You lose the wraparound, right? So you can't. For anybody who doesn't know what wraparound means, it's when you have a single screen game and you go out one way and you come through. If you go out the right, you come through the left. So it loses that element. John, your experience, actually, you played it more recent than me. So why don't you tell me about your experience with Mario Clash? Because I love it. But yeah, tell us what
It's
you're talking about
fantastic. It's fantastic. So it controls a lot better than Mario Brothers does, especially that regular arcade NES version. but it's really great with 3D depth. So the only way you can defeat an enemy is by throwing another enemy at it, for most of them. And sometimes you got to throw them into the background. So you're in the foreground, you got to throw an enemy into the back to defeat them. They can ricochet off as well. So there's lots of really stylish ways to deal with these enemies. And I think it feels more structured and platformy than standard Mario Brothers does.
Yes.
And more freeing as well. Beautiful sprite work as well. Like some of the best I've seen of that era.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
Really
completely
incredible.
gorgeous. And we're speaking about the intro as well. That has like 16 layers of clouds. So it looks like it goes on forever.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
the story starts with Mario at the bottom of a tower, right? And it's called the Clash Tower. And you travel up through these clouds, and it is just like one layer scrolling left, and the next right, and the next left, and the next right. But because of that depth effect, it just looks amazing. And this blimp just soars out of the clouds. It's so good, and then moves into the background. You see enemies dropping into the tower. And I think the plot is just get through this tower, right? Just beat all the enemies in this tower.
This dastardly tower. You've got to conquer it. Yeah.
No named antagonist, but you don't need one.
It's the tower itself.
I suppose it's the challenge itself. It's because I'm playing Celeste. That's resonating with me. And I think that the how you get away the wraparound issue, right? Not having that is that the pipes now. So there are 2 levels to the game. There's sort of 4 layer in the background layer, and the pipes connect between those 2 layers. So instead of getting wraparound, you go. It's kind of still wraparound, but you're traveling to this layer through the pipe. And some enemies you have to throw a Koopa through the pipe to hit an enemy in the back because you can't attack them from the front. Loads of enemies have spikes on them, so you can't jump on them. There are just floating platforms in the middle of the air, which you take a pipe up to another platform and jump across. The structure, it's so hard to sort of explain just how different but familiar it is and how good it is. It's such a shame that even just that didn't come to 3DS. I would have been happy with even just that coming because it's brilliant.
They messed up hard with that. Like there should have just been at least like a Nintendo published run of Virtual Boy ports or remasters or whatever.
Even just having it included in like 3D Land as an extra bonus game, just using that formula would have been nice.
Yes. Oh my god, they did that for all the GBA ones. Why not put this on that one? Oh, that's okay. I'm a bit angry now. I'm a little bit angry, but that's okay.
We'll ask Reggie.
Yeah, we'll ask Reggie when he's here. Why didn't you do it?
Reggie's going to be on soon. So yes, so it is genuinely a brilliant. Like if you can get a 3DS and you're on a cheeky modern 3DS and give it a go. Please do. If you've got a weird friend like me who owns a 3DS, like grab it, play it because it's really good. The thing that annoys me though is that you cannot save your progress, which feels like just the
arcadey style game.
It's like okay, I'm on level 87, but I've had my head buried in this vivid red piece of plastic for an hour and a half, and I need a break. Is the only downside, I think.
You're at the mercy of batteries unless you're plugged in.
Oh my god, yes, I don't have a plug, so it is literally how long can these batteries last as they are just eviscerated by this system. But yes, well worth playing again. We spoke about it when we did the Jack Bros episode a long time ago now, John, about those games and how they do deserve to come back. Play Clash if you can. I mean, do you think you could consider it a sort of true sequel to Mario Bros? I think it is. I don't think it's its own thing. I think it's very much iterative of that game.
Yeah, I mean, I think so. Yeah,
no, 100%. 100%. It's meant to be a successor to Mario Bros. So definitely.
Good. Yes, I think, in fact, during my research, I read that it was meant to be like a mini game within the Virtual Boy Mario Land game, but then it got split off for whatever reason. Maybe because they knew it was going to fail right out the gate. Let's talk just a little bit about Mario Brothers Punch Ball and Mario Bros Special. So, Josh, you were saying something about the manual for the game.
Yeah. So I went and grabbed it. Let me read this out to you, the story. Okay. So, at some point, I'm going to bring the microphone closer for this.
Okay. Have I got time to make a little hot chocolate?
No, we're going.
If you're listening, pause the podcast, make yourself a hot chocolate, come back. Josh is going to regale us with a lovely tale about the brothers Mario.
Tuck yourself in.
Okay. At some point, humans gained the ability to use tools. At first, they were simple things, using the bones of animals and fragments of rock. Using their wisdom, humans improved their tools, harnessing fire, wind, and nowadays, even atomic energy. They began to build up a sophisticated culture. On the other hand, however, there are people who still only use stone. How do they catch game and defend themselves from outsiders? Using only their strong jumping power and stone spheres. They use those skillfully to defend themselves. Here, we introduce two such people. It seems their names are Mario and Luigi. Will they ever learn about sophisticated culture? Question.
I've learned two things through that. One, I would listen to a Josh narrated documentary.
Just read game manuals. That's all.
That's what they should be doing.
But two, that's crazy.
Wild.
I love the idea of Mario and Luigi hunting game by chucking rocks at
It's
them.
all they know how to do.
Let's go.
They have a simple man.
They must defend their territory from the invaders.
Who approved this at Nintendo? Who read this and went, yep, send
I
it
have
off.
a distinct...
Miyamoto wrote it himself.
yeah. Can you imagine just saying Shigeru Miyamoto at the bottom? It'd be absolutely incredible. I think that's all we need to know about Punch Ball and Special. I mean, I don't know.
That covers it. That covers it.
Yeah, they're mad. Punch Ball is Mario Bros. And you throw a rock. And Special, you're climbing up through platform. Special has got promise. I think Special could be a decent game. You've got like the conveyor belts and like springy things. It's kind of, it feels a bit more Donkey Kong-esque mixed in with Mario Bros. It's kind of like a blend. Yeah. But it's just the execution is so poor and it looks horrible as well. So there's promise there. But not a great game in and of itself.
Do you know they made a Super Mario Bros. Special as well, a sequel to it?
Yes, I did. Yeah, absolutely mad. I mean, I don't think that's ever going to be part of a Super Mario discussion in general. There's less entries in the Mario Brothers series, so I think it's okay to bring it up here. I mean, will these games get another nod as the series comes back? We're going to find out now because John, you won the quiz, which means you are now the president of Nintendo. But we are the board, and we demand that you bring back the Mario Bros. Series and that you make it a success. So please tell us, how do you plan to do it?
Okay. President of Nintendo waltzes up to the podium and says, "Hi!
Oh, he's cheery!
Yeah.
Oh.
I can't hear you!
Hi!
Hi, I feel like this is
Come
a trap.
closer, I can't hear you!"
Hi!
We call this proximity chat. Ooh. This is a form of voice chat where if a player is closer to you, you can hear them more soundly. We are going to be developing a brand new 3D game built around proximity chat. And we open up the demo. Peach's Castle, the castle grounds. They are looking good. They're looking wide open, lots of avenues for things to be tucked away. Out of the castle doors comes Mario, Luigi, Blueo, and Yaluigi?
Luigi's fine.
Yeah.
Luigi's fine.
Yeah.
Luigi.
And they split off into teams of two. Mario and Yaluigi, one team. Luigi and Blueo, another team. Go! What are we doing? What are we doing around here? And we're exploring the castle grounds, looking for enemies. We're going to see Pinchy. We're going to see... what was the other one called?
Buzzy McGee.
Buzzy McGee. And Shelley McGraw. They're all hiding around the castle grounds, each and every one of them. And the teams have to clear more than the other team. And so, proximity chat comes into this, though. Because as you'll be going around, you'll be hearing your co-op teammate. You might hear them from afar through your right speaker if you're wearing headphones or have good TV speakers. And you say, they're that way, I've got to help them. And you've got to try and squish and squash as many enemies as you can, more so than the other team. This was just an example of 4 players, though. We're not just doing 4 players. No way, Jose. 35 players.
Oh.
30. We'll bring it back.
It's the 40th anniversary.
40th.
Why don't you just make it 40 players? Also divisible by 4. 35 is not divisible by 4.
What I meant to say was 40. So,
Look, the most basic mathematical stuff. Okay. Okay.
yeah, 40.
40, okay,
so
yeah, good.
with 40 players, the action is upped significantly. You're going to start off, the castle grounds, they're full of enemies, but as the amount dwindles down, they're going to be harder to discover, and you've really got to work together. Maybe there'll be a new form of enemy in the moat, a fish of some kind, not a cheap. It'd be called Swimming McGee, maybe.
Part of the McGee line.
Only one person spots it. And so they say, guys, it's this way. But maybe that person isn't closest to it. But somebody within the proximity chat may be closer, and they'll dive into the lake. You are working together with strangers, forming bonds, forming alliances, and defeating and purging all evil. And if anyone's saying, okay, is this really Mario Brothers, though? Yeah, that game's about purging all evil. It's about taking all the enemies from a stage and clearing them. That's all it was. That's all it's ever been. And that's what we're doing on a larger 3D scale, on a larger scale of teammates as well. At the end of each round, though, you say, okay, we've cleared more enemies than the opposing team. We must have won, right? Wrong. Wrong. The coins appear. Who's going to get more coins? That's round 2. Round 2, get the coins.
Okay.
And then once you've got all that, if the team if the team won the enemy killing and the coin collecting, they've won. But if it's a draw, if the other team gets all the coins, you're off to round 3. This is a different kind of round. Bowser appears. He crushes down on top of the castle, if that is the stage. And you have to survive him. This turns into an onslaught. You can try and sabotage each other. You can try and push each other into Bowser's flames. Or you can try and just avoid them. Be tactical. Be mean. Do whatever you want. And whoever is the surviving person wins for their team. This is all about teamwork and sabotaging in all the modes. But Peach's Castle is just one stage. We are pulling from many stages from across the Mario series. We've got a stage based on the original Mario Brothers.
Nice.
It's all just pitch black. Apart from some big blue neon signs.
Great.
It's gonna really pop on Switch 2.
Yeah. But we've also got other stages. We've got Bob on Battlefield.
Nice.
We've got Toad Town from Paper Mario. We've got the Good Egg Galaxy. We've got Isle Delfino and more. We're taking from across the Mario series, for this is a 40th anniversary title, hence the 40-player count. However, this is going to be an eternal game. We're going to keep adding more over time,
That doesn't
you
sound
see.
like a Nintendo thing.
We get it for 1 year. 1 year and then it's gone.
Yeah. Well, not forever. Yeah, we're within reason. We'll add more stage. Well, basically, we're gonna make the game with all the content and drip feed some of it to
I
you.
see.
Does that sound more Nintendo?
Yeah, that sounds way more.
Way more on brand.
There we go. However, you're probably wondering, how much does this cost? Hey, shh! Don't you worry about that. We've got. Sorry.
Okay.
In my head, you walked up to us and like put your fingers on our lips, like
All the investors.
so
Don't you worry
inappropriate.
Don't worry your pretty little head. This is we're including this within NSO Plus subscription. So if you're subscribed to the higher tier, you get this game for nothing. If you're not subscribed, you got to pay. You got to consider subscribing to the
Makes
higher
sense.
tier. And that's the gist.
Okay.
It's a simple evolution of Mario Brothers in full 3D, taking from across the entire series, and we are turning it into round-based sabotaging co-op
All right, I like it.
with proximity chat.
Nice, Josh. Any
Yes.
questions?
So we have Mario, we have Luigi, we have Blueio, we have Luigi.
Name
Name the other 36, please.
So
Orange
yes.
for Wario.
Oh,
Orange
yeah.
Wario, surely.
I'm
Orange.
not going to name all the 36, but what I will say is you can customize your Mario.
Clever.
But you're probably wondering, what if two people clash? What if two people have Orange Mario? You simply don't see them. It simply
just
isn't
gone.
rendered on your screen.
It can only render one color at a time.
Strange workaround, to be honest.
No, they're still there. But they are displayed as differently. So
okay.
there'll be a random other color.
I see.
But you can customize your Mario to so much extent. You can customize his hat, make it into a little pineapple if you want to. It doesn't have to be a hat. We've got lots of different cosmetics you can unlock. You can turn his overalls into mushroom-based patterns. You can do different colors. We've got all this stuff, and you unlock them through levels, progression.
Nice.
We love to give you something to work towards. I've got to keep playing because I want to have the Yoshi hat.
So does he need to have a hat? Okay.
No.
Does he need to have
Now you're getting
his
saucy.
overalls?
So we're going to have overalls.
That silence was a solid yes, please.
You could put him in a different
Overalls.
outfit.
Overalls will be mandatory because they are the primary color to identify someone
see.
with.
Right.
Anything
Yes, Josh,
under the overalls, optional.
Oh.
Josh, I think it was more the way you said it, if I'm being honest. I think if you said, like, does he need his overalls? But you literally just went, does he need his overalls? You can't make it ultra saucy and then be surprised when John
I
shows
was just
out.
asking an innocent question.
Okay, I've got a logistical question about these
Yes.
clothes and outfits, right? So, I understand what you're saying about like unlocking the things, and you're saying, you've got Mario and Luigi, Blueio and Yelluigi. The thing I was confused about is that they go off in different things, but you are in a team of 4, right? You're not doing like 2 versus 2. It's always you're in a team of 4 against other teams of 4. Yes?
We're doing teams of 2. Teams of 2.
Oh, it's teams of 2. Okay, fine.
Yes. So it'd be 20 versus 20, 2 versus 2, whatever, however you divide it. Yeah.
So, if you've got like you're playing as Mario and Blue, I was going to say Bluigi. It's not one of the characters.
Yeah.
Blueio. Playing as Mario and Blueio. And you're seeing all these other characters out there, apart from the ones that are randomly invisible because they're the same as you. Is there any advantage to knowing that 2 people are on a team? So could I be like, oh, those 2 on a team, so I'm going to do something to stop them? Or do you have to sort of just like figure out as you go along? Or, would they have something to indicate that they're on a team? Like this is yellow team against you, this is red team against you, or whatever. So you can sort of strategize a bit more. How deep's the strategy, I guess, is the question I'm asking here.
Yeah. Everyone's going to have a little outline around them. So they could have a little red outline or a blue outline. But the proximity chat's the main thing. So
Right.
the main advantage to being on teams is you can yell and communicate with other people on your team. And you can hear how far they are. So let's say you're playing a 10 versus 10 match. The map may be more empty than a 20 versus 20, right? So with then proximity chat, it comes into quite an importance there, because maybe you don't see anybody. You're like, I think there's a Cooper over there, but you can't see anybody on your team. But then in the distance, you'll say, yeah, I see it. And then you'll see them, they'll come up to you, and they'll know exactly where you are, because they can hear your location.
So a question about proximity chat then. Do you only hear people in your
Please.
team?
Yes.
So you're not hearing just strangers, you're not hearing everyone on the map.
No, just in your team.
So how is it helpful? If
How's it helpful?
You're splitting up looking for stuff. But if somebody was miles away, it's like, I found something, you wouldn't run over there. Like, so what does it matter?
I guess. All right. I guess
How
what
does it
George is trying to ask is, if every Mario could do the deed of killing the enemies, what's the point in alerting people and bringing them over
To where?
to help?
I've got
Because
him.
maybe
Well done.
you're not the best positioned to take out this enemy. Maybe you are dealing with something else. Maybe you're too far away, but you have spotted it and you want to alert others to it, and they might be closer.
Okay. All right. I'm starting to get that more. Let's talk about then. So why wouldn't you be well equipped to taking out the enemies? What's the enemy variety? How do you take them out? Is this like jumping
so
on,
many.
which is more Super Mario Brothers, or is this knocking from underneath and then kicking away, a la Mario Brothers? How do you take these? How do you take these enemies?
Depends on the enemy. There's some enemies that have little spiked claws. The little snappy,
Pinchy.
snippy, pinchy,
Pinchy, snappy, snippy.
One of them.
Variants.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't. You can't just jump on Pinchy. You need to find a weapon, and we've got hammers, we've got pies, we've got all
Big
sorts.
rocks. Have you got
Big
punch
rocks.
balls? Are punch balls coming back?
Yep.
Good. Yep.
We've got all these different weapons you can find around, but you have to have that weapon. And you might decide, I'm going to pick up a weapon, and I'm going to roam around with it, and I'm not going to jump on anyone, because you can't jump on someone. You got a weapon, you're too heavy. So you have to then decide who you're going to prioritize with this weapon, because you're best off using that weapon on someone that needs it. You're wasting it on a jumpy guy. So you've got to really divide and strategize and decide who is going to be the best priority to take out this enemy.
Have you made Mario Brothers Fortnite?
Maybe.
In honor of Mario on his 40th anniversary, here's Fortnite, but it's Mario.
Have I told you about the dances you can unlock? Oh, here we go.
Do the Mario every time.
No, okay. I think there's something here. I think there's something here about like the sort of proximity. I guess the crux of that is how big are the stages we're talking about. You know, when you say outside of Peach's castle for a level, are you talking the sort of size of stage in Mario 64, or are you talking the kind of full circle round that you had in
We're talking Odyssey. Every level is gonna loop. We're not having just. Okay. We're not just gonna have it where you can explore a certain level. Mm-hmm. Everything is gonna go around in a little circle, so you can never just see everything at once. That's never going to be the case. That's never been up for debate.
So would it be better to have like Mario Galaxy style where it's because you said Good Egg Galaxy already, so the planetoids.
We've got Good Egg Galaxy. Yeah. Yep. We're gonna have a few of those in there. Yep.
Okay. All right. What's the single player experience? Is there a single player experience, or is this a multiplayer only game?
We got bots.
Fair enough. Robo Mario.
Yeah.
However, you got to pay for that.
Oh.
Okay. You've got to pay. Hang on. No. Sorry.
We've done this before. We've set a precedent.
Tetris
in Tetris 99 and Pac-Man 99, you've got to pay to get your bots.
Yeah, you got to pay for the single player in Tetris 99 if you want.
Yeah, you got to pay for your bots.
That is awful. I did not know that. If you want to do that, if you want to be a ghoul, go ahead. Okay. All right. So we're getting like classic enemies back. Let's talk about the different rounds. So round one, take out all the enemies, right? Now, do you get any kind of advantage going into the coins if you are the best of round one? Or is it just clean slate, now we're going into coin hunting?
Oh, absolutely you do. Yeah. You get a 5-second head start.
Okay.
Nice. Mm-hmm. Okay, very nice. And then you collect coins. Is coin collecting, they're just really well hidden and you've got to platform really well to get to them? Or
there's 100 coins. 100 coins.
That's it.
How are you going to get them all?
Who can get the most?
Yeah.
I can't help but feel like 100 coins amongst 40 players.
It's not a lot. It's not much, is it? Maybe 400 coins.
Two each. Right, do you want to up the coin amount, or?
Yeah, I misspoke. There's actually 500.
Yeah. Not up for debate. That it's always been 500.
Yeah, it's always been that. Yeah.
I anticipate.
Are there any other modes beyond the coin mode? You got the fighting enemies as round one, coins as round two. Mm-hmm. Round 3 as
Bowser is the decider.
Is it just the same? Is it the same 3 sets every single time, or is there like?
It's the same 3 sets every time, but our level variety is pretty good.
Okay. All right. Are we? Yeah. Are we seeing Meowser or just Bowser?
Oh, we've got a 3D world level, but there's no Meows.
What about Fury Bowser?
Bitterly disappointing.
Fury Bowser's in there.
Okay. Oh, well, that makes sense because you're avoiding the stuff,
exactly.
right? So actually, if he's just an unstoppable big force,
exactly.
I think people are going to be disappointed because you said you can only do the Bowser one if you end in a tie. So the odds of you encountering it are incredibly slim.
But that's the adrenaline. Maybe this time I'll get to see Bowser
by forcing a tie.
But then you want another team to win. It's completely illogical.
Guys, let them win. I want to see Bowser.
What if? Don't pick up the coin, Bluey. Oh, no, not Bluey. I can't remember his name now. So hang on. Right. What about if you win round 1 and round 2, you get something different and Bowser related that's special? Could that be an option? Or is it no? It's only a draw.
So Bowser's the type. So if one team wins round 1 and one team wins round 2, then Bowser is round 3 as the tiebreaker. That's what we've established.
Bowser's always the decider. Yeah. So if a team wins both round 1 and round 2, they win. They get the experience points. Maybe they unlock their new hat.
Okay.
Bowser is only ever there as the decider.
But hang on, wait, okay. So, and then with Bowser, is it just those two teams, or can a third team then win, and then you've got just 3 winners?
There's only 2 teams. There's only 2 teams.
So it is literally just those 2 teams in a decider.
Yeah. There's
That
only
I
ever
can
2.
kinda get on board
It's never been up for debate. There's only ever been 2 teams.
This is going to become your phrase.
Are there any differences between Mario and Luigi? Because you know sometimes Mario and Luigi have differences. Luigi jumps higher.
Yes. Good question.
No.
Okay. Good. Exactly the same. Lovely. Are they going to look more like these guys?
There'll be costume variants like that. Remember, you can customize your Mario.
Can you shave your mustache off?
We asked Miyamoto, and he looked really sad. A tear rolled down his face. So I think that's a no.
Yeah, fair. You got to respect him, even though he called them Neanderthals. Okay, so we've got them. Any other Mushroom Kingdom residents, or just Mario and Luigi and?
Well, just Mario. It's the Mario Brothers.
Oh, it's just Mario, just the Mario Bros. Mm-hmm. It is.
Yeah,
it's just Mario.
You can make Mario look like Luigi, but he's not Luigi.
Oh,
fine.
Okay.
So
you can have
how it's
so Mario can have a
Mario
Luigi
Brothers.
hat. Then.
There has not been a Mario Brothers game where Luigi is actually Luigi.
That's true.
What about
Luigi
Luigi
Brothers? Which is a spin-off.
Oh, I guess so.
I guess Mario's
It's
no
never been
Mario.
up for debate. Apart from that, we can change
once
that.
a year, once a year, we're going to have it where everybody's actually Luigi, but only that once
April
a year.
Fool's Day.
And
Great.
Fool's Day.
A lot of social media. What's this game called, John? Because if you're calling it Mario Bros, I think people go, what? But you can call it whatever you want, of course. What's the name of this game?
Mario Brothers Ruckus.
Okay.
All right,
The Full Brothers or
and who's
Bros?
developing this?
We're going to be bros,
Bros.
and then
Bros.
full
I
stop.
never said
But
brothers.
people are going to abbreviate it just to Ruckus. They say, hey man, want to jump on Ruckus? Oh,
Yeah, nice.
yeah.
Smash Brothers Ruckus. No, it's terrible. Who's developing this game for you?
This is done by NST.
Lovely. That was a really big build-up for a very, very low-key payoff.
Yeah, story of my life.
By NST. Lovely. Okay. All right. It's like a 3D reimagining of the Mario Bros. Series with 3D proximity chat at its
It's
core.
quite simple, really.
It's
yeah.
quite a
It's quite
simple.
simple. It's simple but
idea,
effective.
Yes.
Yeah. Josh, any last questions for John?
Still not
Before I
really
do your pitch?
sure I understand what the point of the proximity chat is, other than a novelty.
Me
But-
neither. Like, I fully don't understand it, but I feel like you
There's
have
a
to experience
creeper
it.
over there!
You have to experience it
But
to get the
I
full.
feel like if you
It
could
makes
throw
so
your
much
voice,
sense, you guys.
but then what's the point in having proximity chat? Like, what's the point in having
makes
me
so much
quietly
sense.
in the back pointing to the guy over in the distance, being like, "He's next to you,"
There's
and I'm really
there's
quiet
an enemy
while I'm
right
doing
next
it.
to me.
I think once you get your hands on it, you'll understand.
Okay.
I think you picked a core mechanic which has nothing to do with your game.
No,
and you were just shoehorning.
It's a fun novelty.
Everyone listening to this right now is like, "Come on, you guys! It makes so much sense."
Get on board, guys! Come on, it's nearly the 22nd century. You know, proximity chat. We're all over it. Wait, it's nearly the 22nd
It's
century.
nowhere close to.
It is the 22nd century.
No, it's
it's
nowhere close to.
Are you okay?
We're still in the early half of the 21st century.
My brain was going like, is it 2100? No, it's definitely not. It's definitely not. Right, let's move on to Josh's pitch while I can still function. Josh, you are now the president of Nintendo, but we are still the board, and we still demand that you bring back Mario Bros. So please tell us, how do you plan to do it?
So we had Donkey Kong Bonanza recently, and we've been listening to player feedback, and there's one thing we realise is really important to players, and that's a coherent Mario lore. So, Mario Bros. Has always been set before the Super Mario Brothers, before the Princess, before...
Why have we got Bernard Blanc giving us this?
I was like, is there another old-timey prospector that keeps cropping up? Just like talking about the old days of Nintendo. Right, go on. Carry on, Mr. Prospector.
So, Mario Bros. Is known for... I've lost it now.
I'm still going. I'm so happy you went back to it. Go on, please. Oh, God.
So Mario Bros., other than introducing Luigi, is known for introducing them as the plumbers. That's why they're in the sewers. They're plumbing. So we want to expand on this. We want to expand on this and give a proper lore, proper story. So this is the Mario Bros. Plumbing Ltd. A plumbing simulator with Mario and Luigi starting their business as a plumbers. And it's set in Brooklyn. And they're going to be hired out. You're going to get phone calls. You're going to take jobs. The jobs are going to be scaled on a difficulty. Mario and Luigi, maybe you only send Mario out. Maybe you send them both out because it's a big job. And you go out, and as you go around and you do stuff, you get paid, get cash, you grow the business. You spend the cash on advertising. You get adverts made. And then you can hire more plumbers. You can get Bluey-O. You can get Luigi. And then you can send them out to more stuff. And then now you've got a plumbing network. Now you're on your way to take over Brooklyn and become the solo plumbing business there. But you got to watch out because you're not the only plumbing business in town. The Wario Brothers Plumbing Services are there.
Oh no!
And they're dastardly. They're actually clogging toilets and then charging people to unclog them. So you gotta chase
That's actually a really good idea.
And you got to deal with them as well, and their tricky business as they try to take control of the plumbing sector of Brooklyn. And
All right, can I please pause you? Because two things. One, you cut out for a bit on the feed, and all I heard was you talking about plumbing and then saying the words "big job," which in my family is slang for something you do in the toilet. And then when we talk about the Wario Brothers clogging the toilets, are we talking about with big jobs? Or are we talking that they like go along and flush things down? Like, how are they?
It's
better you don't know. I think
it's a mystery, but I do like the use of. I do like getting a phone call and then someone being like, "We just had the Wario Brothers round for a big job, and it's now worse than ever. Mario, please save us." And then you get in your little car, your little van, and you go, and you go and deal with it. And see, every house in Brooklyn, every apartment, I guess 'cause it's Brooklyn, it's going to be a different level, with a different layout. And this is where the Mario Bros part of it comes in.
So here's the gameplay.
So now you're unclogging the toilets. You're trying to get rid of everything that's down the toilets. Like someone flushed their pet crab down the toilet. Now you got to deal with it. Now
in the toilet? Are you?
What do you think plumbers do? Yeah.
So you climb.
What do you think plumbers? Do you know what plumbers do?
Have you been a plumber before? Have you played a plumbing video game before? No.
I don't think they fish crabs out of people's toilets, Josh. I don't think that's a job.
Plumbers deal with all kinds of bathroom and pipe related businesses.
True.
There is nothing in the plumber's handbook that says you don't fish out crabs from pipes.
He's not wrong.
Okay. Is there anything resembling in any way the gameplay from Mario Brothers?
Yeah, every level. You go down the pipes and you unclog the toilets by playing Mario Brothers.
Okay. All right.
You can do it co-op with Mario and Luigi, or otherwise you send both Mario and Luigi. The AI can control Luigi. And you can use your money to send Luigi off on training courses. And he can take training, and then he gets better, and he levels up, and then he goes back in. Bluey-O, you're not playing as Bluey-O here. You'll send him off to do a mission. He'll do it automatically on his own. But his success rate is going to depend on how good he is at the job. And if you send him on the right job, you might get a fallback being like, Bluey-O, he made it worse. He ripped off the toilet seat. Now we have to buy, and you're going to have to pay for it. Everything could go wrong. You don't know what's going to happen at a job in Brooklyn. You just don't know. So you got to,
that's back of the box.
You got to prepare.
Okay. John, any questions for this insane
Let me just see if I can fully understand the flow here. So it's a micromanaging game. For the most part. So you're able to employ people, send them off on missions, while also going on missions yourselves when you play a round of Mario Brothers to complete these missions. Yes. And we're competing against the Wario Brothers. What's our motivation? Why are we? What's keeping us going on these missions? Is it just to be on top of the Warrior Brothers?
Hard cash.
What do we do with the sweetheart cash?
Build the business up. We got.
So it's just going back into the business.
Into the business. Eventually, there is a conclusion because, like I said, this is the law. At the end game, once you've become popular, become the big plumbing thing, you'll get a call. It'll be from Pauline, and she'll be like, "Mario, there's a problem in the big sewer. We need."
Mario, there's a big job in my
There's a problem in the big sewer. You're the best plumbers in town. We need you to solve it. So you go down into the city sewers, and the Warrior Brothers, they're mad. So they go down. They're like, we're going to sabotage them. We're going to ruin it. And there's a big face-off against the Warrior Brothers, and you're all competing. Because there'll be versus levels earlier against the Warrior Brothers where you've got to get more points than they do. Yeah. And there'll be a big one. And then who comes through the pipe? It's Bowser. He comes through. He breaks through a big pipe. And then everyone gets sucked through the pipe, and that's how they end up in the Mushroom Kingdom.
It's an origin story.
And this explains that. And then, if you get 100, if you fully max out the business, you get a high enough score, you'll discover that Bluey-O has taken over the Mario Brothers plumbing business in their absence.
I thought Pauline was going to call up and say, "Mario, help! Donkey Kong's done a massive," and I can't move it. Okay, so. All right, so in this world, when Mario makes his journey to the Mushroom Kingdom, Bluey-O takes over,
or Yellow Luigi, one of them, or both of them. I mean,
one of the two.
I mean, we can customize this even more. Whoever is your employee of the month that you have hired, that isn't Mario or Luigi, becomes the new CEO of the Mario Bros. Plumbing Ltd.
Question then: so when the Mario Brothers get sucked into the Mushroom Kingdom, can you carry on playing the game as that character and keep developing?
We'll have an endless mode. Like, this is the end of the game, but we can have an endless mode, and then at that point it's like a high score chaser, right? You just it's like a high score chaser. There aren't really any more new levels. Maybe we'll have some post game levels. We can add some little bonuses. We can do post launch updates with bonus levels. Maybe cameos. Maybe like Little Mac's toilet is now a problem, and it's all a big Punch-Out reference.
I have a question about marketability of this game. So the Mario characters, they are plumbers, but I think part of the reason why they have been so popular is that's not been a factor of their design at all.
It was in
literally never do plumbing.
It was in the Mario movie.
I guess it was, yeah.
Kids have been exposed to it in the modern era.
That's true.
That movie did a lot of...
Go on, John.
The movie did really well.
It did.
Yeah, I don't think it was because of the plumbing business. I think it's because he left the plumbing business to become to save the world.
The reason it did so much money is because all those plumbers across the earth were taking their say, "Come on, kids, let's go watch this movie about plumbers. Can't wait to show you what Dad does for a living."
All right, counterpoint. Okay. If this was 1985, I'd agree. But this is 2025. You just slap Mario on a box and it sells.
It's true.
Okay. So, there you go. Mario and Luigi will be on the box. It will be called Mario Bros. That's what they're going to see. And then they'll pick it off the shelves. And at that point,
I can imagine this as like a sequel to Hotel Mario. I sort of maybe feel that.
We don't talk about that game here.
We're going to talk about that game one day, Josh. Brace yourself. Yes, I can't help but feel like people... Do you know what, though? Do you know what, John? We talked about the intro to Mario Clash and how fantastic it was, giving the game a bit of context. So why not give context to the gameplay? Why not?
And look, Mario has been in like almost every genre at this point. What's a micromanagement...
What's a plumbing sim?
Exactly.
Who's developing this law-driven plumbing simulator?
Oh, we'll do it in house. Only Nintendo themselves can understand Mario. We'll get Miyamoto back on. He's producer. He's going to come back from Universal. He's going to be producer on this game. Like,
I feel really bad. Like, they said when they first made Mario Kart, they sent all the employees out to ride Mario Karts to understand it. I can just imagine a bunch of developers at Nintendo having to get plumbing qualifications just there in the bathroom, like, oh, for God's sake, why do I have to learn how to do this?
It's a valuable life skill. Save you lots of money.
It would save you. These are all facts. John, any final questions for Josh's pitch?
Will it make the player happy?
I think so.
Okay.
If you're just listening, I wish you could have seen mine and John's face. Oh, so much skepticism. Okay, I have no further questions, so I will throw in my final quick pitch, which is, I think, probably the only one which will be recognisably Mario Bros. But I'll let you be the judge.
I've got Mario Bros. In mine. I have both Mario and Luigi. We'll see. So, right. So mine is called Mario Bros. Super. Just switching the title around. And I thought that the easy option would be to do the 99 game, right? It'd be perfect for 99, just to take the core concept and turn it around. What I want to do is I want to do like an ode to 2D Mario through this game. And you've got a few different modes. You've got still got the single screen thing there. But basically, as you clear phases, it starts to cycle through different versions of Mario. So phase 1 is like classic Mario Bros. You've got the creepers and things like that. You've got the power block. No real power-ups. But then as you go through that, you have to sort of clear the objective for the stage. And then you go through a pipe. And that pipe takes you into kind of the Mario 1 style. And you've got fire flowers. And you've got stars. The enemies change to reflect that. You go through that pipe, and then you come through one of those like white pipes with a zigzag pattern that you warp through in Mario Brothers 2. And all of a sudden there's the floating mask. And there's sniffets. And this time, to defeat the enemies, instead of knocking them from underneath, you have to jump on them, pick them up, and chuck them, and use that as a mechanic to clear the stage. Mario 3, you've got, the statue, the Tanuki statue, so some things can sort of creep past you. You've I want to say the frog suit, but I think the Karibo shoe is just a better one. You've got that as an item, so on and so forth, right? So you've got Mario World, you've got the cape, you've got Mario Clash. So you go through a pipe and all of a sudden everything's red and black, and it's kind of Mario acknowledges that, sees that there's a Y-axis, and you play through that kind of gameplay with those enemies. You've got the penguin suit or the helicopter suit for later on. You've got. And, it gets all the way to Mario Brothers Wonder when you have these wonder effects and you're sort of travelling through. So that's the single player thing, right? You've got like a structured campaign, and the story is something mad. I think there should be a new enemy who has stitched all the pipes through the Mario universe together to sort of create this mad labyrinth that he has to get through. And you finish the game. But the key things about the game are that it's massively about multiplayer. So there's also an endless mode where it's procedurally generated. Each time you tackle a level, it takes you to a new one, and it could be in any of those styles. You have to be ready for whatever's being thrown at you. And then there's obviously 4-player multiplayer as well, where just like Mario Kart, you vote for the style that you want to play, and it gives you it's just fight to the death, whoever can last the longest as the enemies increase and pour in and pour in and pour in. And it's four players per thing. It's going to be developed. This is what I like as well. It's going to be how good is listening to the countdown for the top Switch games. Reminded me how good Sonic Mania is. So good,
sure.
So good. Developed by people who are just nuts about Sonic and who like modded out Sonic games and stuff. You see Mario Maker. People are modding 2D Mario games all over the shop. You take a little dedicated team of 2D Mario modders, and you challenge them to make this game. I loved in Mario Maker making single screen puzzle boxes. One of my favourite things to do in those games. So you get people who are really good at that, put them together in a team and say, create, 40, 50, 60, 80, whatever of these little challenges. Probably 99. Original game was 99. 99 of these stages in these styles of games with these varying power-ups and these varying enemies. Stitch it all together with an incredible boss fight at the end. Procedurally generated for endless play and lots of multiplayer gameplay, and it's all going to be available for the low price of £30. £30, and it's just going to carry on forever because it's a nod to Mario. It's an ode to Mario. Maybe £40 because it's his 40th anniversary. You could probably market that. But yes, that is my game, Mario Bros. Super, stitching all the 2D worlds together, basically taking the core gameplay but applying the different mechanics of the 2D Marios on top of those games. And that's my pitch. I will accept questions from the board.
Do you fear that audiences who didn't grow up with these games will struggle with a coherent feeling between each of them?
I fear nothing, but in that respect, no. I think that's actually one of the positives about it, right? Is that you go, because the 2D Mario universe has existed for 40 years, you've got people older than me who go, oh my god, it's classic Mario Bros. I remember this. Oh, it's Mario 1. I remember these power-ups. Oh, Mario Wonder's scary and I don't like it, but I'll learn it because I love the original game. And vice versa. People who've only played Wonder going, what on earth is a Tanuki suit? I mean, I know it's turned up in 3D1 or whatever, so that's a bad example, but and the boot. Pretty much all of them at this point. But, I'm eating a carrot and I've got wings out my head and I've picked up a clock and everything's frozen from Mario 2. That's never happened. What game is that from? I'll look it up. Oh, I'll play Mario 2 So it's that kind of, I love love letters to any game's kind of past. Donkey Kong Bonanza does it so well. So to see the kind of lineage of 2D games and how they're all linked but also intrinsically different at their core, that's what makes them so special. And applying that to the original game and sort of catapulting you through that journey, I think would be a very exciting concept.
I've got two questions that are related. So
please.
Based off of that, does the physics itself change per level? So when you're in the Super Mario Brothers version of the Mario Bros, does it feel like Super Mario Brothers, or does it still feel like Mario Bros? And then the same forward?
I think the physics have to change. They have to change slightly. I wonder if on the Mario Brothers 2 one, maybe you can only play as Mario and Luigi. Sorry, Bluigi. I keep saying Bluigi. No, that's Gooigi. I keep thinking of Gooigi. No, sorry, Yeligi and Bluey. I can't remember their names, John. I'm sorry, I can't remember them. And Peach and Toad. I don't know if Peach and Toad are here. I think it's just Mario Bros.
Just Mario and Luigi.
Mario Bros.
Yeah.
And I think the physics, but I do think the physics change just subtle changes. To kind of mirror those changes in the games. Yes, is my answer to that. The physics.
And then the
change.
second question. Is it just 2D Mario we're referencing, or are we doing 3D Mario?
Yes.
So no 64,
no
Sunshine,
3D,
3D World, 3D Land, etc.
No. It is a journey through the 2D Mario games, because it all started with this 2D game. But it will be packed with references. So things like the new Super Mario Brothers games, when you're playing those levels, the enemies will do a little bop bop as they're walking along. So you've got to adjust that. You've got to adjust your jump to land on them. When they do their little bars, they're back. Could you have? No, I think it's too much if you do the 3D games as well. This is just the 2D Mario games. Just the 2D Mario games.
Are you fearful of SEO, search engine optimization? Mario Brothers Super, you search that in, and it's just going to be a jumble of other games, namely Super Mario Brothers. Does that strike you with fear?
I fear nothing, but I think... yeah, maybe it's a bad idea. Okay, it's called... No! Nah!
Our president he's having a little crisis right now.
I'm not having a crisis. I'm merely contemplating my board's rational thinking. Because it's a modern world we live in, where you have
if it's an anniversary game,
if you go on TikTok,
there's other things you could pull from.
Okay, it's called. The name is called Mario Bros. Super Pipe Dream, because that's all this game is. So there will be a distinguishing subtitle. Okay. A distinguishing subtitle. TBD.
Are we representing New Super Mario Brothers, New Super Mario Brothers 2, New Super Mario Brothers Wii, New Super Mario Brothers U?
I did think about this. I don't know if you roll it into one or not. I think so. I think probably. I think you lean into as much as you can. On that one, you've got. So if you're playing in multiplayer versus the New Super Mario Brothers 2 one, if one of you picks up a gold fireball, you can smash that against another. You can hit another player with it, and they'll be streaming gold coins behind them that they can't collect, but you can collect them. So you do like twists on what those items do.
Okay.
How are you differentiating Wii and U?
I know.
Oh,
the Wii U one. The backgrounds are all in that awesome Van Gogh art style. That's how.
Okay. Of the one cool level, yeah.
the one core level. But it's a pretty good answer, right?
It
If you're going to differentiate in any way, that's a
Okay.
pretty good one.
So-
That's a good one.
Are you also doing Super Mario Brothers Deluxe, Super Mario Advance, Super Mario Advance 2, Super Mario Advance 4?
Because
I think you skipped over 3 though because it's
Yeah,
not
not 3.
Mario Brothers. Yeah.
No, it's like the original material, I think.
Yeah.
Which is a
So you're
shame,
not going to
but
have
I
Super
think-
Mario Brothers and then just a more screen crunched version of it later on.
No,
We
no.
doing
It's a
Super
shame
Mario Brothers
because
special.
I think that. Yeah, all the Super Mario Brothers
about-
games look so much nicer. We might have the ColecoVision version here.
What
but
about
just that
what
one,
about
just that one.
Punchball Mario Bros?
Oh yeah. Punchball's definitely
Punchball
having
gets
its own
a
section
section.
here. It's going to be like remade. Special's going to have its own section. Definitely anything that is like Mario Bros related or the Super Mario Brothers series like 2D related is in this game. Apart from like Hotel, stuff that's nonsense or Wrecking Crew. That's not. They're their own thing. They're their own thing. Anything that's sort of quintessentially those style of games that is in this game, it's all there. But which game do you like best? Do you like John's Mario Brothers Ruckus, built around 3D proximity chat? Join Mario, Luigi, Blueo and Yelluigi as you hunt around Peach's Castle and other Mushroom Kingdom locations, chasing Pinchy, Buzzy McGee, and the flappy one whose name I didn't quite catch. For 40 players, listen for clues, tracking these enemies down in teams of 2, with emphasis on multiplayer cooperation. This 3D reimagining is developed by NST and is available through NSO Plus. Or do you like Josh's lore-driven Mario Brothers Plumbing Limited? Ridiculous. A plumbing simulator which sees the brothers called out to tricky plumbing jobs, grow the business, and become the main plumbers of Brooklyn, crushing the opposition from Wario and other plumbing teams. With classic gameplay utilised to show the cleaning of the toilets, this radical spin-off is developed in-house. Or do you like my Mario Bros. Super Pipe Dream? A multi-level 2D Mario extravaganza utilising single-player campaigns, lots of multiplayer modes, and an endless runner celebrating 2D Mario and developed by a plucky team of Mario modders. Or do you have a better idea yourself? Let us know in the comments below. If you've enjoyed it, please do like and subscribe. You can also check out our Patreon. I'll put all the links to us on BlueSky too. But in the meantime, John, thank you very much for being with us today.
Thank you. I'll play you a song from the Mario series.
No, we're going to get struck down. Stop. We're going to get struck down. We're going to get struck down. It's too good. It's too real. It's too real. Josh, that's wrong series. If you had a walk whistle, sure, but you literally pulled out the Ocarina of Time. Josh, thank you very much for being with us today.
I won't play a Mario song because if I attempt to even sing it, we'll be copyright struck.
He sings in 8-bit, so
It's basically set.
By next week, I want lyrics. I want a full album recorded. My camera has just died on my phone, so no idea if I've got footage of me this week. Excellent.
Let's hope we do.
Let's hope we do. I've got the vocals. That's all we need because we're a podcast. Thank you very much for being with us today. But for now, that's game over. Goodbye.